Hello! I
Hi.
think we are live. We have a few people. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
We will be having Liv join us a little bit later, but and we have to remember to wish her happy birthday when she does join because it's her birthday today. But yeah, she'll be joining us a little bit later. But for now, it's just me and Ashleigh. So, what is everyone reading, Ashleigh? Take it
I'm
away.
reading a book called The Last Resort by Susie Holiday, and it's like a thriller. So there's like 7 different people, and they've all went to this like desert island, and because they've been told like it's for like some new thing, and like there's like media influencers, there's like investors, and they like get this tracker put into like behind their ear, so it like transmits into their head, except for one girl, and it's basically turning into all of their fears. But it's on a desert island, so it's like perfect for this time of year because it feels like sunny instead of like when you read a thriller. It's usually more like dark and spooky. But because
Yeah.
this one isn't, it feels just really right for the thing. And also, my dog's found
No.
a bottle. If you can hear him, I'm sorry. I knew he'd be loud somehow. He's like, the camera's on. All attention on me, guys.
Radio silence. Oh, how are you enjoying that? I did really like that one, but it's my least favourite so far, and I think it's because I read others first, and they were like way up there for me. Hey.
I've not, I've not read Radio Silence. I feel like probably the only person on BookTube who hasn't.
To be fair, I only read it at the beginning of this year, so not that I was like quite late to it, but I had read I Was Born for This, um, which I absolutely adored. I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. I loved it so much.
I'm so sorry.
So, I'm halfway through, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle to get halfway through. I am liking it more now. Oh, I am liking it more now, but yeah, I'm not really feeling the plot, but the actual what's that?
My what? I don't know what happened.
You just like disappeared. Yeah, I'm not feeling the plot too much, but I'm liking the two main characters. But it was almost a DNF for me, 50 pages in, and I through, and I'm enjoying it more now. So I'm glad I did carry on, but I don't know yet if it's one that I'll continue the series, which is a shame. Yeah, it's not been great, but I managed to like read like a massive chunk last night, which is good. So hoping to get some more read tonight.
I believe in you. You can do this, Becca.
Yeah, this is I'm glad I made the decision to start this one first. I have been reading others on my TBR this week, because obviously I'm doing like buddy reads and stuff. So I've been doing like the daily pages of those and then reading this. Yeah, see, I was thinking of doing the audiobook, but I already have an audiobook on the go, so it's a little bit harder for me to follow 2 different audiobooks at once. But yeah, I'm hoping the plot picks up soon.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to get the bottle off my dog. In case you just see me lunge, I'm trying to get this bottle because he's being so loud with it.
I need some space too. Have not yet read a thing today and need 100 pages. Yeah, you can do that. I believe in you. Got this. I'm not setting myself a goal like that because I feel like some days I will read like 400 pages and then other days I'll just be like, nope, not reading anything.
I was,
Hey.
I was like that the other day. I got all my reading. Let's try, please. Yeah, so for my reading sprint, for my reading sprint, I read like 40% of my book near enough in like one sitting, and since then I've read like 2% of my book. Like I've been reading like just tiny bits, but I've just not
Yeah.
been in a huge reading mood.
Yeah, to be fair, I
Not,
probably would have not read as much this week if it weren't for the fact I was doing a readathon. Because I finished the readathon on Saturday and then started my readathon Sunday, so I've had no break. So, yeah. Is this the one by Chloe Gong, or I know there is another These Violent Delights?
is
Because
that the
I
one
think they
with like
came
the
out around
dark?
the same time.
Is that the one with the dark cover but has like clippers on it? Because I feel like that's
Yes,
the.
I have the Chloe Gong one, but I know that there is another one, and I can't remember who the author is for that one. Yeah, it's good, but not great. I'm enjoying it more than I was on Sunday, and I'm halfway through now, so I'm getting there. But I'm still more for the characters and not really there for the plot. So, yay! You got the
I
ball.
got it.
Hi. The Chloe Gong one. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about it. I'm really excited to read it. It is on my. I mean, I'm excited to read a lot of books, and then I just don't, just
I
don't get
feel
to
like
them.
I feel like so many people read the YouTube popular books, and then I'm just like, no, I've not read any of them. I've read like two, and I've got a couple of my TBR. Like I've read Miss Barn, right? And I think that's the only popular YouTube books I've read.
To be
Don't read
fair,
them.
I read a fair amount of the popular ones, but that's because I've seen people talk about them and I'm like, oh, that sounds good, so I'll pick them
Yeah.
up. But like, I've also got some stuff that isn't so much popular, which I just don't seem to be getting to. But
I love really unknown books. Like the more unknown they are, I love.
it is a big one. It's a chunky boy. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fairy Loot are doing a matching edition because they did These Violent Delights in their, I think it was November box. And I haven't read These Violent Delights yet, but you know I'm ordering that matching edition because I don't want to miss getting the matching edition. But I haven't read
Yeah,
the first one yet. Who
you're
needs
best
to
to
live
get
through
like a
the first
set,
one?
because if you like read one and then you've not got the others, you're going to be so annoyed at yourself for not have gotten it, and then it just
Exactly.
unmatches, and then you're just so frustrated for the rest.
That is what happened to me with the Dark Artifices trilogy. I didn't really know about Lady Midnight until after the Rune edition was sold out. And then I got all the others in Rune edition, and I've only just in the last few months managed to get the Rune edition of Lady Midnight. So finally, I have a matching complete set, but it took years to get that. Okay, that's good. I haven't looked up the audio book, but I might have a look see if it's on Scribd or BookBeat because I'm currently doing a trial for BookBeat. See what they're like. See if they're better than Scribd because I've heard that they don't limit you like Scribd does,
I've
which
never
is
heard of them before. My
you should
odd,
go check
or
them
is
out.
that just my
Scribd
odd? Or
has. I know you can get a 30-day free trial with Scribd, and you find someone with the link, like the referral link, and then you get a 60-day free trial. And then BookBeat, it's a 2-week trial. But matching editions, gotta have the matching editions. We are. Same. I did a video a few weeks back with like recommending underrated book series because they're like series that I never see people on BookTube talking about, and I'm like, read these books, please.
I read a lot of books that have like 3 people have reviewed this on Goodreads, and I'm like, and I'm one of them. Go me, because no one knows about the books. But I like. There's something about small indie books that I just really like, and I kind of prefer them to big books. But maybe it's because so many people hype them up, and then for
Yeah,
me it just doesn't have it. Whereas the small ones, people no one ever knows. No one can ruin that for me. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
I got like Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone like in the last month because I demolished that show like tomorrow. I was like, gimme, getting the books right now. Like, but
Yeah, I've still
overall,
only
I just
seen
prefer
the
small books.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes so far, but I've read all the books.
See, I watch TV and films before I read the book versions.
I am the complete opposite. Yeah, at the moment my mum is because me and my mum share them, and she's currently listening to something on BookBeat, but it seems okay. I haven't had a chance to actually look at what they have properly, other than when I was searching for the book that my mum wanted to read. Yeah, it really annoys me. You listen to like 2 popular books and you get limited, and you have basically nothing to listen to for the rest of the month, and it's really frustrating. Yeah, I've heard BookBeat has a lot more on there. The audiobook shows up on Scribd for me for these ones. Oh, okay. I might have a look, see if it's on there. Because I'm probably more likely to get to it quicker if I can listen and read at the same time. If you want to try out Robin Hobb again, BookBeat has them all. Yeah, it does. So they are all on Scribd because my mum has been listening to them on Scribd, but it's one of those ones where if you are limited, like if they do the thing where they limit you, they're the ones that they take off because they're the popular, well-known books, and it's really frustrating. But I'm waiting until, because the 2 people I read the first book with, they carried on the trilogy, but once they have done that trilogy and move on to the live ships, I'm going to read that because I think I might like that one more. So I'm going to give that one a chance.
I got the first
Hey!
one for that for my mum's Christmas, but she's not read it yet. I've never read any Robin Hobb, so
Yeah, I wasn't a
again
fan of
I'm
Assassin's
behind the times.
Apprentice.
I'll get to
Wasn't a
it
fan
one
of
day.
Assassin's Apprentice. It was a 2-starer for me. I'm like the only person who doesn't like it. Hey, Tony! Oh, I have to choose one.
Uh, um, oh, I know. I'm going to go with one I've read not that long ago because I read Exo by Melissa Jane in January, and for me that was a 5-star read.
Oh,
No one's ever heard of
nice.
it, but it's on Kindle Unlimited. If anyone wants to check it out, it's a enemies to lovers romance, but it's like got like the past, and it's got like them now, like so many years later, and it's got like
Oh,
why they became the way they did, and I like almost cried at it, and I adored it. So, but I've heard no one ever speak about it, so I'm gonna go that one.
I like the sound of that. I I'm trying to remember what was on my underrated video. I know the Rebel in the Sands trilogy by Alwyn Hamilton. No one on BookTube talks about it, and it is so. I still need to read the third book, but the first 2 books are amazing. And the only reason I've not read the third book yet is because I watched my friend read it. My friend who doesn't cry often, and she was a wreck. So I cry at everything, so I'm scared to read it, even though I know I'll love it. But also I'd say the Frostblood series as well by Ellie Blake. I don't see anyone talking about that, and I read it last year, and it's like a new favourite for me. So, Oh, also, if you like standalone thrillers, I mean, is there any thrillers that aren't standalones? If you like thrillers, there is one called You Let Me In by Lucy Clark. It is so good. I don't often read books like that, but I somehow come across it on NetGalley, and it was really, really good if you like thrillers. The Frost, is that Eater or Easter?
Ah,
By Carol Beth Anderson. It's
Easter, I think.
YA fantasy about a frost eater princess and a feather. Oh, okay. Let me just take a picture of that comment because I'm gonna go
Just me
check that
being
out.
like, where do I put my phone to see if that's on Kindle Unlimited? But I seem to have lost it. So
I'll
Oh no,
send
I
you
found
the
it.
picture.
Let's have a look. So
Hello
that
to my
one was
mum.
hello. I'm
Yeah,
not alone.
I feel like my sister might like them. I know my mum's been enjoying them, so, but I feel like Tony would like them. I love the Girl of Fire and Thorns trilogy by Ray Carson. Let me take a picture of that as well. I will check that out as well. Check them all out.
So I went on Amazon because I wanted to check out that like Frost Eater book. And apparently it's book one in a trilogy, but it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, nice.
So
I don't
just
have
going to
Kindle
screenshot
Unlimited, but it's
that
good to
when I have
know.
space again.
Yeah, I don't have Kindle Unlimited, but it's good to know that it's on there.
I love the fact I have Kindle Unlimited, but I don't know why, because I never seem to read the books that are on my Kindle Unlimited. I just collect them.
Yeah, but there is a big difference between reading books and acquiring books.
Yeah.
I have many, many, many books. Do I read all of them? No.
I thought, did you see Jesse the Reader? It was like video he posted like 2 days ago or something, and it's like seeing how many books that he will read in his lifetime. And apparently, it's like he took like this thing, and it was like saying like when he'd roughly die, roughly, and then like how many books like he reads. And apparently, to read like 400 books, it'd take him like 6 years, and he only reads like 60 books a year. And I'm like, mate, that seems achievable. I might be able to read all of my books if I
I
buy
don't
no
want to
others.
know with mine because it's a lot. Okay, so do you want to do a half-hour sprint or a 45-minute sprint?
I'm
Or a
happy either
40-minute
way.
sprint?
I'm happy either way, so
Should we
whichever.
say 40 minutes starting at 20 past?
Sounds good.
Because that sounds like a plan.
And then I can get my dog a soft toy that he can play with instead of the loudest bottle ever. He keeps trying to take it out of my hand, and I'm just like, no.
Okay, so we have a 45-minute and a half hour. So I think I am going to do an in between and do 40 minutes at 20 past.
That seems
Because,
like
and also it will finish nicely on the hour.
yeah.
I need to find a good bit of audiobooks for next month to listen to. I'll be moving, so I'll be doing a lot of packing. Any good recs? Audiobooks, I am forever gonna recommend the Spellslinger series by Sebastian de Castell because it's narrated by Joe Jameson. And although I haven't read, like, is the first one Traitor's Blade? The Greatcoat series by Sebastian de Castell. I have not read it, but it is also narrated by Joe Jameson. So I always recommend those because he is an incredible narrator and he really makes that. Hi
I would give
Charlie.
I would give a recommendation, but I don't do audiobooks, so you're out of luck. Sorry.
I can't think
I
of
don't
any
have
other
the attention
narrators.
span.
I can't think of any other narrators that spring to mind that were like really stood out for me. Oh,
I
the what's the first book called? City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, her middle grade series. I really like the audiobooks for those as well. But they're the only ones I can think of.
I
Fingers
think
crossed
because
though, Charlie.
I don't do audiobooks, but I might try and find ones that have like celebrities, not like celebrities, but like actors I like, and then
Yeah,
that way I'm probably going to be more wanting to listen to it. Whereas if it's just some random person I have no interest in, I'll probably just do what I usually
yeah.
do, just sign out. Be like, I have no idea what's going on. Just let's listen to this about 10 times to know what the 10 pages were, because it's just useless.
Charlie, what book is it you're reading? I know you said you're starting your gonna attempt to reread Akatar again, but I know you was reading another book, but I cannot remember which one. 40 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 40 minutes starting in a minute. Yes. Yes, it is. It is very,
I've
very
never
good.
read Sebastian de Castell. I've never read Victoria Schwab either. One day
You're
I will. I
welcome.
promise.
A Hunger, that was one. I do remember her telling me, but I just couldn't remember the name of it.
I love the fact that I'm genuinely thinking about sweets, and then that comment came up, and I was just like, I'm not that hungry.
Right, let's do this. Oh, the guy that did the Falling Kingdom series, but I can't remember his name. Oh, I just got that. I just got that book. But I haven't read it, obviously, because I only just got it. But yeah, okay. See you in 40 minutes.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
How did you do?
I read 23 pages, and I'm 49% of the way through my book now, so pretty decent. And I managed to get Strider a nice quiet
Nice.
toy, so if he does play again, it should be nice and quiet.
I managed 50 pages. It's really picking up now, which is good.
You're a
Although it
really
would have been
fast
nice if it had
reader.
done that a bit earlier on in the book. Sometimes I am. If I get into a book, I am, which is why I was worried about this on Sunday, because I was only reading like 17 pages in half an hour, which isn't my usual speed. But now I'm doing better. 28 pages of Witch War. Didn't get to read much, but we'll read more next round. That's fine. Got distracted by ice cream and watched Steph's unhaul video, but I read 6 pages. That's still better than
What
nothing,
kind
and
of
I
ice
need to watch
cream?
Steph's unhaul video.
What kind of ice cream?
Mm.
I'm so curious.
Yeah. What ice cream was it?
The temptation, like, because I went downstairs to get my dog's toy, I was so tempted to get the Malteser ice cream I have.
Do you know what
I
ice
have,
cream is really nice? You know the Biscoff biscuits?
yeah.
They do a ice cream both in like a stick form and a tub form, and they're both amazing.
I've
They're
not
so
tried
good.
them in. I've seen that
25
like in
pages of
Morrison's,
Son
but
of the
I've never.
Storm. Nice.
I've seen that like in Morrison's, but I've never actually picked it up because I wasn't sure how it would like translate. But like I've got the Maltesers ice cream, and now I've got the Dame ice cream, and got all the ice cream I need right now.
Oh,
Happy Christmas.
the Dime ice cream is the best. That is like my favourite chocolate. Dairy Milk Dime is my favourite chocolate ever. Best
And
chocolate.
like, it's
2%
a,
of Den of Vipers. As I was chatting to a friend online.
I feel so old because I remember when Dame was a different name. So
Hey, Charlie finished a book.
yay!
What star rating are you giving it? Because I did see, I can't remember if I did it before we went on sprints. It's so problematic.
Oh,
It was the Ben and Jerry's American Dream. I don't think I've heard of that one.
what's that one?
I haven't had Ben and Jerry's in years, but the ones I used to have was the basic cookie dough and then the fish food one. I liked both of those.
I like fish food and the chocolate brownie one for fish food.
I
Not for
don't
fish
think
food,
I've ever
for
had
Ben
the
and Jerry's.
chocolate. I don't
Oh, the
think I've ever
chocolate
had the
brownie
chocolate
one's
one.
so moreish.
I can imagine. I love brownies. I think I'm gonna make some brownies soon.
I'm literally googling what this ice cream is because I don't know what this American one is.
Depends what I'm rating it on. That's fair. It's vanilla with chocolate waffle cone pieces and caramel swirls. That sounds so nice.
Oh, I think we have that, but I think it's called something else.
That sounds amazing.
Because
I
I've
want
seen
the.
that,
It's
but
the waffle cone pieces that's doing it.
yeah,
Like I want that.
I swear
Mm.
that we have something like that. But I think it's a different name that we have in like
Yeah,
Morrison's. Maybe it's
maybe.
like different depending where you are. Maybe. Also, he's found another bottle, so and just like go back to the nice quiet toy I brought you. Come on, Bubby.
Oh,
Yeah, he got the quiet one. We're good.
baked Alaska. See, I can't eat white chocolate, and I don't like white chocolate either. So that
I
one's a
only
no
like
from me. If
I
it
only
was
like
milk
white
chocolate,
chocolate
that
small
would be
doses.
amazing.
White chocolate's okay in small doses, but it kind of depends what it's mixed with. Like if it's just plain white chocolate, it's gross. But if it's
See,
like
I'm
white chocolate with like a nice flavor, so like maybe with like mint or something, so it tastes like nice together, it's not so bad.
See, I'm lactose intolerant, which means I shouldn't really have any of this, but I'm usually okay with milk chocolate, but white chocolate, it's just like no, and I don't like the taste of it either. Mm,
I'm
no.
lactose intolerant as well. I just get itchy, so I'm just like, that's
Oh
fine.
no, I'm lactose intolerant. I have these lactase tablets that I have to take if I have anything with lactose in it, which is fun. No reading yet, but prepping to film a video, then I'll read. Nice. I never film during the week just because I am pure lazy. I do it all on the weekend and then regret it because I'm like, why did I not spread this out over the week? Netflix and chill Ben and Jerry's. What's that one? I've not heard of that one.
I think that one's peanut butter.
Oh, that one sounds nice then.
I think. I could get
Make
mixed
them
up.
just.
I've had it.
Oh, I could. Jason is my nephew who's staying with us next week. So yeah, I could make brownies with Jason.
Make brownies now and next week. Have all the brownies.
Well, no, because my actual plan was that I was going to make some millionaire shortbread and brownies for Liv coming this weekend. But then I realised that we are going to have so many snacks, I don't need to make both. So I'm just going to make the millionaire shortbread for Liv, and then me and Jason can make brownies.
That sounds like a good. That sounds like a really good plan, though.
Although that's going to be awkward because it'll be in the evening because I am working next week. So, or during my lunch break because I work from home. But yes, I love baking. I've not baked anything in ages. Oh, yes, I need this one.
Yeah, I was right.
I
Go me.
need this one. That sounds so good.
All the fact I'm
I can
proud of
make
myself because I
gluten.
remembered the right ice cream.
The only gluten-free thing I've ever baked was gluten-free shortbread, and I don't know if Charlie remembers, but they come out very crumbly. So I don't trust myself to make gluten-free things. Is that a burger?
Yeah.
I love that.
It comes apart as well. So it comes like 3 times if you want it to. And it has a giant squeak in the middle, but he doesn't usually bite it hard enough for it to squeak because I put like all together, so it's like a mouthful.
Yeah. I might have to have a look, see if I can find a recipe for gluten-free brownies, but I can't promise that they'll come out okay, Charlie. Just saying. That is so
Yeah,
cute. Aww. See, that would not last like 2 seconds with one of my dogs. Like, one of them, she doesn't really destroy stuff, but the other, like, destroys her toys. So that wouldn't last like 2 seconds.
Oh, see, he's
Now I'm
really
craving
good.
something sweet, so I'm making a hot chocolate. Good choice. I'm
See,
like,
he's
do I cave and open my sweetsy order? But I'm like, don't do it. Save it. It is for the weekend.
but you do have 2 pouches. You told me earlier, so you could
Yes.
open one and have some,
But I was going to
and then
open them
make sure you've got
both at the
other.
weekend. Or I could just go eat some fudge. That is also an option. We'll see. I'm trying not to. But we'll see. I can send you my fail-safe recipe. Okay. Send me the recipe and I'll give it a go. And I'll see if I can make them. We'll see if I can make gluten-free brownies. The thing is, the gluten-free shortbread I made tasted amazing. It was just awkward to eat because it was just so crumbly. I obviously did something wrong because it was the first time I'd ever made them, and I'm used to making them not like normal recipe, not the gluten-free recipe. So obviously I did something wrong with them, but they still tasted good.
I mean, that's what matters, isn't it? As long as it tastes good.
Exactly.
I'm so annoyed at my dog. So like, if you follow me on Twitter, then you'll know that I got a Bulbasaur for myself because I
I
absolutely
feel like I
adore
can see where
Bulbasaur.
this is going, and it's gonna make me
And
sad because I
so
saw the
like
Bulbasaur.
so like he doesn't destroy any of his toys, and he has really soft toys, everything, right? Nothing. Doesn't care. This Bulbasaur is mine, so I kept trying to take it out of like his reach, and so he ripped the leg off of it and tore out all its stuffing, and then he
Oh
just looked at me really happy, and then like all the soft toys were just there, like just like why mine? Why mine? So I took one of
no.
his toys in return, like one of his soft toys, and was like, well, this is mine. You destroy mine, I'm taking one of yours. And now it's the only toy he wants. And I'm like, are you being serious? What are you doing to me?
It's the recipe I did. Oh, they were good brownies. Okay, yeah, send me the recipe, and I'll give it a go. Hiya, I'm not doing the Royal Readathon, but I hope it's yes, of course. Yeah, it's the sprints aren't just for the people joining in on the readathon. It's just because we're doing the readathon, we thought we would just do some sprints to keep us. I know there are some other sprints going on this week, but I joined some last night and there were so many people on there, and it just gets a bit like overwhelming when there's like hundreds and hundreds of people, and I couldn't really focus much. I mean, I weren't actually on the sprints, I was just in the chat, but still. So yeah, of course it's fine to join
I
in.
always, I always feel like the chat goes on for too long in them as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good chat. But like, this is like half an hour of chat to get through the comments. I'm just like, can we, you know what? I'm just coming off because I'm never going to read.
Yeah,
Like, so I like when it's kind of
yeah.
quieter.
This. This is why I do like sometimes just doing like joining like smaller ones. It's nice. It is nice to join the big ones as well, but sometimes it's just like no, just nice little sprints. We are doing some more tomorrow evening as well. It'll be me and Liv. We're not sure yet if we will have a guest. We might not. But me and Liv will be on from 8 p.m. BST tomorrow. So yeah, you're welcome to join those as well if you want to come do some reading. Um, I'm thinking we could do a 45-minute sprint at 15:15,
Sounds good.
which is in 2 minutes. It's not who the chat for half hour about Eurovision.
I mean, come on, it was Eurovision.
We love
I fangirled
Eurovision.
over Florida like it was nobody's business. It was fine.
I was
Oh,
Team Finland, like the Finnish
oh,
band is like my
Finland
new
though.
obsession.
That the lead singer of Finland and the lead singer of Italy. I was just there like,
I
hello.
love them.
I love you both. I've been listening to the Finland song non-stop since then, and it's still stuck in my head. I'm just like my babies.
So, very true. I like smaller sprints. I feel like I get more reading in. Yeah, definitely. I'm exactly the same.
I also feel like smaller ones always appreciate people more than big ones do. Big
Because you
ones are
can
just like,
you
oh,
can
there's just people.
actually go through the comments and not just like just going through like that. It's nice to actually. What are you thinking? Wait, how far into it are you, and what are you thinking of it? Because I'm over halfway and I'm still unsure. I've watched everything of the Iceland group this weekend. I
Hate
loved
them.
Iceland. Iceland was so good. They were
They've
amazing. There were so
they've
many good
haunted me.
ones.
So like, Iceland was meant to be in it last year, and like the same band, like
Yeah.
Daddy Freyr or whatever it's called.
They
And
changed the
then
song, didn't they?
yeah, they had to
Yeah.
apparently. So like last year, I heard their song and I kept getting recommended their stuff, right? And at first I was like, okay, I kind of like this. But see, after a year of every single day, YouTube's just like, listen, 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 non-stop then, for like a year. And to the point where like, at Eurovision, the song, I knew every single word to the song, I knew the whole entire dance to the song. And like, straight after Eurovision, my Facebook was like, Daddy Freyr playing Glasgow, do you want to see them? No, I want them to leave my life alone. They've haunted me for a year.
Nine
As you
chapters
can
in going slow. Yes. This is my issue with it as well. I'm on chapter 27. and I'm having the exact same issue. But I am more invested in it now than I was at the 9 chapter mark. So it does get better, but I'm still not 100% sold. But it is gone 1/4 past now, so we'll go for 45 minutes, and I'll see you in 45 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, let's quickly go through these and then I want to hear about your day. If it wasn't for the book club. Yeah, do you know what? That's the Space Sirens book club, isn't it? Because that's the only reason I've carried on for the Unbroken as well.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I'm gonna have to unhaul that book then, because
I mean, it's definitely not your sort of book. Even if it was like a 5-star for me, it's not your sort of book. They just used the French word in this book that I knew what it meant because my husband taught it to me. Hi, Liv. 31 pages, nice. No reading, but did film my TBR game. That's still productive.
I filmed
22
my TBR
pages.
game yesterday.
And a happy birthday. Nice.
thank you.
28
Sorry,
pages.
I didn't even process that. I'm not gonna lie, I spaced out a little bit.
28 pages of Witcher. Hey, Liv. Happy birthday, Liv.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday again, Liv.
Thank you.
I read 6%, about 3.5 chapters, so not too bad. Yeah, I managed 46 pages that time of it, so it's speed's picking up. 30 pages read, switched over to Jade City and it's interesting. Nice. Happy birthday, Liv.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's not a nice word. They're the best ones to know in other languages. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Didn't mean that face.
It's fine, I won't take it personally.
So, Ashleigh, how many pages did you manage?
I
Or
managed
percentage?
27 pages.
Nice.
That's not too bad. But I think I read 23 the first time. So
That's really
overall,
good.
that's been 50 pages on these sprints so far. So it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's good progress. Did you get a chance to read anything, Liv?
No, I joined with like 6 minutes and I was like, I'm not gonna read it now. I'm gonna scroll through Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't look what time it was you popped up, but yeah, I did think it was a bit close to the end. So how's your day been? Have you been
Today
spoiled?
I was very much spoiled. My legs hurt. We've been walking all day. And we walked all of yesterday as well. So my thighs hurt. Like I am in walking pain. But no, it was lots of fun. We ended up going to Arundel Castle. We went to a castle. And it was fun. Lots of beautiful grounds, and I can imagine myself, if I ever got the balls to do it, dressing up in a big ball gown, like one of those fancy ball gowns, and running through the gardens and having like a photo shoot. Like it was those sorts of gardens. They were beautiful. I could just see, a period drama being filmed there and it not looking out of place.
Yeah. Is that the one that you sent me the pictures of the library?
Yeah.
They were nice pictures.
Me and Mum were reading some of the titles. Most of them were in French, because apparently people liked to read in French back then. But there were like 5 volumes on the history of George Washington.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it was the memoirs of George Washington, and there were like 5 volumes. I was like, okay.
Does he need 5 volumes?
I don't know. They were hidden behind like metal bars, like they are in those sort of libraries.
Yeah.
And covered in a layer of dust, because you don't open those to dust then. You don't touch those books. But yeah. No, and we had cake, lots of cake. Lots of food. Way. And look what I won in the arcade. So on the way home we stopped in a Bogner and I won a little keyring.
Oh.
And it's got this happy face, and then
it's one of those ones.
Grumpy face.
That's so cute.
and it's like a tiny one. Now it doesn't quite like fit going up because it is tiny,
Yeah.
and there's too much stuffing in it to really be a proper one, but it's cute. Little keyring. I also won Grumpy Cat.
That's so cute. So a good day.
It's been a very good day.
I still haven't wrapped your birthday present.
I haven't wrapped your birthday presents either, and your birthday was in March, so.
Oh.
But yeah, no. I didn't actually do much reading over the last couple of days, so I haven't actually gone very far. I've read that much.
Oopsie.
I haven't read much at all. But to be fair, we left here at 9 o'clock Monday, and we didn't really read much when we got back to the hotel, because I was tired, where I've been walking all day. And today again, we woke up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we were out at the hotel by 9 to start the day again. So I haven't really had time to sit and read. And even now, I don't know how long we're going to do these sprints for, but I might dip out at like 10:30 to fall asleep because I'm
shattered. I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 more sprints. Because we've been doing like 45-minute sprints, but we could always do like a half-hour one and then have a chat and then do another half-hour one and then wrap it up. Or do a 45-minute one and make that the last one. So, because I am starting to get tired, because I had this whole plan that I was going to have an early start today and get loads of stuff done, and I managed to get some stuff done, so, you know, I still had a fairly productive day, just not as productive as I would have liked. But, yeah. So I'm tired. But, I was really hoping if I could have finished this today, but it's not going to happen. Oh, and go. Going in a moment, it's got to be up for work at ridiculous. Yeah,
that's fair.
Go and get as much sleep as you can.
Sleep.
But yeah, so I'm glad you had a nice day, and I'm glad your birthday card got there. I wasn't sure if it would, because it only got dispatched yesterday.
Yeah.
But yay!
Yeah.
I just had this feeling, because it said estimated Tuesday 25th to Thursday 27th. I just had this feeling that you was going to be on your way to mine, and you would have got a text from your mum saying it was like arrived. Gonna say good night. Good night.
Night. See you Thursday. See you Thursday.
I mean, she's probably going to be on the sprints tomorrow night as well. Going to read a bit more in bed and then sleep. Have fun with the last sprint. Thank you. Hope you get a bit more read and then get a good night's sleep.
I'm not going to lie, my auntie came round.
Would you rather do... Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I was going to say my auntie came round about 7 o'clock, and I gave her a hug for the first time in like a year and a half.
Aww.
It was really nice. And I had my cousin as well, because my cousin came round to see me as well. Oh, I got cake.
It's going to be so nice to hug people again.
I know.
And a good night to Charlie and Mum. And I see you Thursday.
I can't remember how to see people. Like how do you interact with people again? It's been too long. I've not interacted with anyone except my mum since August. Like I don't know how to do anything.
To be fair, me and Liv, and also me and Charlie, we FaceTime quite like a fair amount, so it's sort of like
FaceTimed anyone.
I feel like there's been a couple of weeks where we FaceTime each other every day.
That was when we first started doing Animal Crossing.
That was when it was like, can you come water my garden for me? Come water my plants.
Literally every single day.
Every single day we were watering each other's gardens.
I miss hugs too. The thing is, with certain people, I'm a very huggy person. So like, my close friends and my family, I'm a huggy person. And I haven't been able to hug people. And it's like, I just want hugs.
See, I try
Tomorrow,
and hug my dog, but he'll just try and bite me, so.
I mean, Liv's very excited to come to mine, more to hug my dogs.
like, I've gotten Becca birthday presents, but I've got her dog's presents just because of the fact that I wanted to get her dog's presents.
She literally never comes to
dog.
mine without bringing something for the dogs, whether it's toys or treats. There's always something for them.
Yeah. Although
That-
I'm running
that's
out of ideas
That's
for
with the
Belle.
dog's heart.
Because the balls that I keep getting Belle seem to last for ages.
Oh,
It's
well,
not
you know the ones that you got her last time, the orange and blue ones?
Yeah.
I think she's only got one left that isn't broken now of those. So
That's alright.
we're good.
That's right.
She's
Need
due
some to
some new
replace
ones.
those. Just 1 second, I want to see if my cat's in my wardrobe.
Okay.
Yeah, my dog's fine with kisses. He's like completely fine with kisses, but you try and hug him and he's like, get away from me. Like, no.
I can
love
hear the
him, but
little
let me
squeak.
hug you.
Oh, there's Charlie.
Oh.
One Charlie has gone, another has arrived.
Yes. This is Charlie.
Human Charlie's going to be sad she's missing Cat Charlie.
So
And
cute.
hold him to you. It's like, nope, you're staying here. Okay, so do you want to do a half-hour sprint at 1:15 or a 45-minute sprint at 1:15?
I'm thinking 45 till 10. 45 till 10, and then natter, and then all fall asleep at 10:30.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah?
I can totally walk my dog at 10:30 because I've still got to walk him like a half hour, 45-minute walk. So 10:30 is good with me.
Yeah. Awesome. So we'll do that in 2 minutes. If I didn't have dogs, I would say just bring the cat with you. But it's not going to work.
No, also, my cat doesn't like to be kept indoors for very long. He will
That's
destroy
true.
the house if you keep him in for more than like half a day. So
Yeah.
taking him in a car and keeping him in your house for 5 days probably wouldn't work either.
No. It wouldn't.
Mm.
So have you read any more of Crescent City?
I have read more of Crescent City.
How far into it are you?
Oh. Stay here, cat. I want cuddles.
Also, you know when you was reading it when we was on sprints on Sunday and you made the face and then you messaged me what happened. Charlie messaged me and was like, "Did Liv just get to?" I was like, "Yes."
I got up to page 114. I'm on chapter 10. So I did read a good 20 to 50 pages.
I thought you was going to say 414 and I was going to be like, wow, you've read loads. I was like, are you okay? But I have 4 currently reading on the go. Because I've got 2 buddy reads, and then I started the audiobook for one of my other reads because I thought I can listen to that whilst I'm doing housework and stuff. So I did that. But just noticed it is quarter past, not quarter past. So we will do another 45 minutes, the final sprint. It's the final countdown. And see you in 45.
See you in 45.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you okay there, Ashleigh? Are
I
you
clearly missed
laughing or
something.
crying?
So for the last 5 minutes, my chapter is like 10 minutes long, so I don't want to start a new chapter. So I just started like looking at YouTube and then just kind of like going through like Facebook and stuff. And like John Lewis brought out like a tiny toy dragon called Fud the Dragon. But like in Scotland, if you call someone a fud, it means you're an idiot. So they've called it an idiot dragon, and it's just made me so happy.
I did see that the other day. That was funny. How many pages did you manage?
I got 25 pages done, so I still got quite a bit actually read. It's
Oh,
just
that's a nice amount
I think
still.
I think overall tonight I've read 75 pages. So I mean that's a good chunk.
That's still really good. Yeah. How about you, Liv?
I got 32 pages done,
Nice.
which I'm happy about.
Nice.
Oh,
I managed 56 pages and I now have like 80 pages left of my book.
nice.
So I have made massive progress on this tonight. Let's see. On chapter 21 of Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Ooh, I love Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
I've got Daughter of Smoke and Bone in my TBR, but I've not read it yet.
I need to still read books 2 and 3, but I love book 1. Got 54 pages done on Witchwar, so almost up to date with Buddy Read. Nice. Only read about 13 pages. My toddler woke up from a nap. I mean, that's a good enough reason to not get pages read. Read another 6% of the Unbroken. How are you finding it? Finally finished filming this one. Yay! Productive. How are you finding the Unbroken? Well, loads of stuff's just happened. And the plot's picked up this far into the book. So still feeling the same. Yeah. I feel like the plot only started picking up in this section here. Like the section I just read, so not the best. But I'm glad I'm almost finished it so that I can be done with it. But
We're
I
almost there.
don't know how it's going to come out on Core for rating. Yeah, it's not great. I'm not hating it, but I don't know. If it weren't for the fact I was doing it for the book club, I probably would have DNF'd it, which isn't great. Glad to know that. Yeah, it does get pretty fast paced and loads of stuff starts happening, but it's a shame it's like that close to the end that it starts happening. But
Is it like part of a series or something?
it's the
Or is
first
it
in the
just a standalone?
series.
I was gonna say because maybe it's just like so much world building, which is the boring bit. But I'm like, if it's part of a series, but then we have no excuse.
Yeah, like I could understand if there was like it was like a really like there was like loads of world building, but I feel like there's not a lot, not more than any other fantasy books I read, really, which is a shame. But I really hope it wraps up because I'm not going to read book 2. Yeah, the thing is, I feel like I'm curious enough to want to know what happens in the next book. So I'll probably just, when the second book does come out, because this has only just come out this month or last month, one of them. So I'll probably, when the second book comes out, I might just like watch spoiler reviews and like look at Goodreads reviews to find out what happens. Not enough to actually read it myself. It's just a little box.
You know it was too good to laugh. Like,
Yeah.
you've been quiet for too long at this point, haven't you?
How are you
Hi
finding
there,
Crescent
Chad.
City?
It's starting to pick up now. It's starting to kind of get into the juicy bits. I definitely feel like I'm getting more into it now and I'm understanding more. Not poppers.
Oh, so cute.
No, your bubbles. forget how happy I am to give your dogs cuddles on Thursday, Becca. I need proper dog cuddles. Like, I'm going to spend like the first half an hour of my time with you on the floor. I mean, obviously, the first thing I'm going to do when I come to you is give you a hug. But then...
Remember,
I'm
you're not
sitting on
allowed
the
too
floor.
much face contact, though.
No, it's fine.
The dogs is fine.
I don't know. Like, how do you hug someone without too much face contact? Like, I'm very confused.
To be fair,
Unless you're my
I
height,
always
'cause I'm
hug
like
someone
5.
like that anyway. Like, I don't
Yeah.
put
See,
my
I'm like
face on their
5'1",
face.
so like I'm chest height with everyone, so I don't really have to worry about it.
You're
It's
fine.
a great upside of being small. It's like I don't see your face anyway, but
If I don't know what I'll think of a book or movie, I always look for spoilers. Then I said, yeah, that's fine. Dogs. Yeah, I if I there's not many that I will like read a book and be like, oh, I'm not going to continue the series. Like if because usually if I'm like disliking a book that much, I'll just DNF it. But I'm actually going to finish this book, so. But yeah. Hey, we've actually just done the last sprint. Sorry, because I'm tired.
But I've been walking, I've had like 15,000 steps worth of walking today, and I'm like, I need to go to sleep.
I mean, you probably didn't say I lost count how many times I yawned in that last sprint. I was just like constantly like, I didn't even do it. but
Big
yeah.
yawn.
And you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just really disappointed with the book. I really wanted to love it, and I've heard so many people say how amazing it is, and I'm like, did we read the same book?
It's a bit like Master of One. I did not get on with Master of One at all. At all. But I've seen loads of people give it 5-star, and I'm like, I don't
But
like it.
I've also seen a lot of people say what you said about it. So I don't, as much as I would love to give it a go, I don't think I'm going to waste my time because I feel like it will just be a waste of my time.
Because
Which is a shame.
the reason why I don't like it would be the same reasons that you don't like it.
Yeah. But yeah. But I mean, you two are enjoying your books, so
yeah, this is true. I am liking Crescent City. I doubt I'm going to finish this before Thursday, so I'll probably be reading this when we get to yours.
We're gonna be like reading. I'm gonna just like every time I see you like this, I'm gonna be like.
To be fair, I always read more at yours anyway because
that is true.
You don't have the TV on in the lounge. Whenever we sit down in the lounge, someone has to turn the TV on. So I'm kind of like having to spend time away from the lounge, so I have to do it upstairs in my bedroom. And in my bedroom, I do get distracted by things like phones and switches and
sleep.
Other bits and pieces. And what?
And sleep.
And sleep. I sleep a lot.
So, yeah, to be fair, like a lot of the time at mine now, we only really have the TV on if we're putting sprints on. That's like the only time we have the TV on, really. So,
what episode are you on Shadow and Bone? Because I need to know these things.
Still have only watched the first 2. I'm sorry.
I need you to watch them.
I agree. So much agree.
See?
Right. See, I was talking to Neve about this on Instagram because I want to watch it so badly, but I'm just in such a. I'm in one of those like moods where I'm struggling to focus on TV shows. Like I'm still midway through Narcos. I put down Supernatural ages ago and didn't pick it back up. When I say pick it back up, I mean the DVDs. I am like, even like me and Dean have been like, watching Parks and Recreation, and that's like one of my favourite shows. He's never seen it before, but we've just stopped watching it because I've just not had the energy. Gonna hop off. Enjoy dinner and bye. Thank you for joining us. I think the same is to I'm midway. So many sprints. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Yeah, like so many series, and I'm just like, I'm in one of those like slumps essentially from TV shows, and as much as I want to watch it, I don't want to like force myself to sit there and put it on because I won't take it in and it'll be pointless. And I want to enjoy it because I've waited so long for this. But I feel bad because me and my mum are watching it together and she's having to wait for me.
I
So,
only
yeah.
really watch stuff when I'm eating, because like when I'm eating I don't really read, so it's a good time to kind of like watch an episode, and then it's like
Yeah.
so in between that it's not bothering me as well, so I can't get like slumped down.
See, while I'm eating, we put like booktube videos on, like we put like Jade or Steph or Becca or Ashleigh or Gavin or someone on. So you know, that's the only time I really watch TV is when it's not actually TV, it's just booktube on the TV. So
That sounds like a great way to get through your to watch list, because mine is just getting a bit over hand now.
well, mine's creeping up because I'm not at work, because I will put them on my iPad next to my work screen and I'll have them on whilst I'm working. Perks of working from home. Can't do that when I go back to the office. But yeah, like, yes. We are a family of reading the books first. Yes, I'm looking at you, Ashleigh.
Not that person.
I'm the same as Ashleigh. I watch the movies before I read the books.
I'm not alone.
You are not
No,
alone. I
you are
watch
not
the
alone.
movies.
There are people like
The
that.
I
only
think
time that I would ever read a book before watching the movie is if I'd read the book before the movie had even come out,
Yeah,
before it had even known
obviously.
about.
see, for me it's just the fact that like if I read a book after I've watched the thing, I'm far more invested because I'm like, yay, like I want to delve more into it. But if I read the book first and then watch the TV adaptation or film adaptation, I get so disappointed because I just notice everything that's not there. So
Yeah.
I have to do it the other way around.
I do get that, but like I get that. If I watch the show after, I'm like, well, this wasn't in the book, or this wasn't this way in the book. But I find it's better for me that way, because if I watch the show and then I'm going to use P.S. I Love You by Cecilia Hearn as an example. I watched the film first, and then when I read the book, it's so different, and I was just like,
I don't think it
well,
was
now
different at all.
I literally spent the whole book picking at everything, and I wasn't focusing on the book. But this is
I read
a good
I read
idea.
the book
Diamond
like
Bob,
last month or
diamond
something.
painting.
I thought it was the exact same.
I
Like
don't
quite
remember it being
literally.
the same. I mean, it's been like a decade since I read it.
I think the only
I was in
difference really
college.
is that the only difference really is that instead of like being in America, it's set in Ireland, and the
No,
holiday bit is literally a tiny bit different. Everything's the exact same otherwise.
I can't remember. Do you know? I cannot remember. I've sort of like removed it from my mind, but I remember there being things that were different. But like, there's been other things as well where I've like watched it first and then read it, and I just like I can't focus on the book because of it. Whereas if I read the book, like even if the TV show or movie is different, and I am sitting there picking at it, like being like, oh, well, this wasn't in the book, blah blah. I still end up getting through the film or the TV show. But yeah, the other way around it doesn't work. But I really want to try diamond painting, but I feel like my eyes would not be able to deal with it because I think the diamonds are like tiny, and
They're
I
not
would it
that
would just
bad.
hurt my eyes so much.
They're
That's
not that
why I
bad.
stopped doing cross stitch years ago.
Usually the things are like a decent font, so you're able to see them clearly. Because
Yeah,
that's what I do. I put booktube on while I'm diamond painting as well. I'm like
I don't know if
almost
I
ready
want
to start one.
to. Don't know if I want to buy one because it will be one of those things where the novelty will wear off really quick for me because that always happens with me. So I'm like, I'm probably not going to do that. Just long with TV shows and watching more booktube, yeah. I just don't really want to watch shows at the moment, which is really annoying because I've got so many that I want to watch. And Tony is the same. I mean, I feel kind of guilty for that one because I might be the reason that she got into watching booktube. So, sorry, Tony. I have a whole box of all of my patterns and cottons and needles and everything. And I did dig one out that I started, and I almost finished it, and then I just stopped. And I'm just like, I want to pick it back up, so I got it out of the box 2 weeks ago. Still haven't picked it up because I was like, that'd be something cool to do whilst I'm like listening to audiobooks. But I bought small diamond painters and haven't started it yet. I'm not being blamed.
I love diamond painting. I've got quite a few different kinds. So I'm currently doing like, I nearly finished my like landscape one, but then after this I'm doing like 90 by 60, I think it is, centimeter, which is absolutely massive, and it's like a Lucifer. So like a Lucifer bundle, like from the TV show, and I just adore that so much that.
As in Tom Ellis.
I'm gonna be doing Tom Ellis, like not, you know, just putting his life together, like.
Oh, I love Tom Ellis. I loved him in Merlin, and I loved him in Miranda, and then he went and looked like he did in Lucifer, and it was like, who gave you the rights there? So it's like me, Becca. I have one that I started and I can't pick up again because I just can't seem to find my place. No, do you know what? It's not even that. It's not even that I can't find my place. I literally got the little like bag it's in out and then didn't actually take it out of the bag. I sort of opened the bag, looked in, I was like, oh, that was one that I started, closed it, put it down. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And it's been like 2 weeks and I still haven't.
It might be good for you too, like when you guys are doing a readathon together, like just to kind of, if you're doing like your audiobook or something, just to kind of give your eyes a break, it might be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But the only one on my TBR that I can get on audiobook is one that I started today, and I'm going to listen to more tomorrow. But while I'm listening to it, I'm doing housework, so it's annoying. We'll see. If I have time, I might like try, but my eyes have been really funny lately, so I'm like, don't want to strain them by doing cross stitch. But it's almost 20 past. Shall we wrap them up? Because my eyelids are like starting to go.
I'm getting very tired.
I usually try and get 10,000 steps in daily, except from 1 day a week. So 1 day a week I'll give myself like a rest day, but like I want to get them done today, and I'm on like 5,800 steps, so I need to get like another 4,200 done.
Oh no!
So I need to walk my dog for about 40 minutes. So.
I mean, your dog will appreciate it. So.
Yeah. And then he doesn't have to go out till tomorrow, so that's fine.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
You.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Well, same for me, but on my channel.
Yeah.
I start at 7.
Usually we wouldn't do them on a Wednesday, but that's the only other day we can do this week because obviously Liv's gonna be at mine. You are welcome. Yes, enjoy. I mean, she'll just be sleeping. So she will enjoy the rest.
I'm literally gonna hang up here, get changed into my pajamas, and fall asleep. That is my plan.
That's a good plan. I'm jealous.
Thank you for joining. Okay, so see you here tomorrow. And thank you,
Bye.
Ashleigh, for joining as well. Bye.